Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Crickbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
One more person we want to talk about, DK, and I'll come to you because you're familiar with him. Varun Chakravarti, much was expected of him. Similar conditions to which he's bowled in the past, and he's done really well. Was there something you felt? Was it just New Zealand who had maybe done their homework well, or was it the pressure of lack of runs that he had bowled?
Oh, it was definitely, there was very little pressure on New Zealand to play Varun Chakravarti. All they were looking to do is not give wickets of him, and they've kind of achieved that. For a spinner, unless and until there is turn and, the wicket is slow, then you can look to create pressure. Whereas if the wicket is pretty decent, especially with dew, you're bowling with a new ball, the field is up. I mean, bowling 4 overs for 23 on most days as a captain, you would take it. As I said, you cannot buy wickets in T20 like you would in Test cricket. You cannot fault a bowler for bowling 4 overs 23. In Test cricket, you can. If somebody is bowling at a good economy rate, you'd rather have him picking wickets and give away more runs. You're always okay with that. But in T20 cricket, sometimes you have to understand that you don't have a silly point or a short leg or a slip constantly to take those chances or to create those chances. And even if you have those fielders, the single becomes very easy. If you keep giving singles, obviously you feel like your bowling is you're just rotating strike, and it's pretty futile bowling to both the batsmen at all points of time. The 1 over that he did go for runs, I don't think he bowled it well. But apart from that, the other overs, before and after that, he bowled pretty steady. I mean, Bumrah was bowling really well and showed why he was world class again. And, credit to Bumrah. But I don't think Varun Chakravarti, you can fault too much. As I said, as a captain, 4 overs, 23 in a chase where they're going at less than 6 runs an over is a fair call. I mean, it's hard to be hard on that kid.
But the other options that India do have, Zaheer, is someone like a leg spinner that maybe can just do something different from a surface which is not offering that much. And of course, the person we're talking about, again, part of the Mumbai setup, Rahul Chahar. He's got the nod ahead of Yuzvendra Chahal into this tournament if he gets a chance to show his wares and maybe the experience of Ashwin. Are you seeing these as two possible options?
Honestly, I wouldn't even look into bowling. I think the bowling is something which has not costed you anything right now so far in the tournament. It's the batting which has not set the platform. So you just try and identify and address what is it going to take for the players to have the right approach. It's not about changing the personnel most of the times. It's just about finding that right mindset. Finding which gets you going. Because these are the players who have won you matches. Yes, 2 tough games is not going to take anything away from them. What they've done for this team is not going to go away. You just have to find what is it going to take for you to win and find that formula of success here in these conditions. And now whatever the new dynamics which is going to be there in terms of the net run rate and all those things which are going to be the factors. Now you just have to go back to the drawing board and then say that, okay, fine, this is what the situation is. What is our best chance? And then go looking for whether the current names are capable enough or no. If you don't have, like, if you're defending 110, you can't expect any of the bowlers to play any role, because it makes it that much easier for the opposition batters also to approach and put pressure on your good bowlers, because that the total which you're chasing is not a big total, so you can put them under pressure. So the scenario changes when you have runs on board. The same batters will approach the game differently. Fall of wicket will change the dynamics of the game. So I will right now stay away from analyzing the bowlers. It's not the time for bowlers to be looked at. Is the time for you to figure out what is it going to take in terms of your batting unit to fire. What is it that you can do for them to be in good state of mind? What is it going to take for them to be aggressive, or to figure out what kind of approach will get you to that total which is going to put you in good position to win game.
Yeah, well, we saw that tweet, often tongue-in-cheek, of course, from our colleague Michael Vaughan. But generally, there's a method to his madness, DK, when he puts out something. And he was saying India are playing 2010 cricket. The game has moved on. And he, of course, has a lot to say about England's approach. and following the world leaders. And England certainly have set an example of the aggressive, positive modern game.
Yeah, he's alluding to the fact that how we batted mostly, and that would mean that right at the top, they have a Roy and a Butler who take on the bowling. Their first intent is to step out or move away and create that boundary opportunity, whereas we play more cricketing shots, try to use wait for the bad ball in many ways, and then put pressure on the bowler. We're more a reactive batting unit than a proactive batting unit, but that's been more, if England is number one, I think India is in the top three as well, and they have a method to their madness, so to say, and they have got consistent results over a period of time doing that. So you can't fault India or their batters or the way they bat to and expect them to change it just because two occasions in the World Cup things have not gone exactly to plan. Against the same England team in the practice game, we pretty much scored 180. We cantered on that chase. With the dew coming in, we did what we did. So, I mean, obviously, I get what he's saying. What he is saying is he's expecting more bravado, more positivity in terms of the top three going out there and imposing themselves. But we've always been a batting unit. And as I said, we've been a batting unit which is stuck to this method, and it's given them success over a period of time. They've gone New Zealand, beaten them 5-0. They've beaten England at home. So they have their confidence. They have their methods. When we come to a World Cup, it is very different to a bilateral, and that's what Indian team seems to be having every time they come there. It's about handling pressure, handling expectations, and odd time handling a loss and how they bounce back from that. These are the things that the Indian team need to be very aware of.